excellent series. In fact, 11 series so far this year, Ron. But it's a little different when you're the man.
Yeah, it's a lot different when you know you're the guy, because you have to study that whole load of the playbook. And with Shane Matthews definitely out, he's had to spend more time, a little bit more time in the meeting room, a little bit more time after practice.
And McNown on first down throws it right away to Bobby Ingram, and Ingram takes it outside for 8 yards on first down. Take a look at this Chicago offense, ranked 15th in the NFL. As we told you, Cade McNown starting at quarterback, the top-rated rookie quarterback this season. In front of him, Brockermeyer, Perry, Kreutz, Valerio, and Big Cat James Williams. In the backfield, Curtis Enos, John Allred starts at fullback, Bobby Ingram, one of the receivers, Macy Brooks starting for the injured Curtis Conway today, and Alonzo Mays is the tight end. But the Bears use multiple formations in personnel groups. We'll keep up with it as Curtis Enos takes his first carry of the game and loses a half of a yard. Jeremiah Trotter makes the tackle. The Eagles defense ranked 20th in the NFL, but 9th against the pass, are led up front by Mamula, Martin, Thomas, and Greg Jefferson. The linebackers, an active bunch, William Thomas, Jeremiah Trotter, and James Darling. The secondary playing outstanding are the corners, Bobby Taylor and Troy Vincent. Tim Houck, the strong safety, Brian Dawkins, a playmaker at the free safety position. It is 3rd down and 3 now for the Bears. Bobby Ingram in motion. McNown working the backside, incomplete, intended for Marcus Robinson.
It's not going to have on his side. He's got to stay within the offense. Let that offense work.
Todd Sauerbrun's first punt of the day, a high hanger as Alan Rossum lets it bounce near the 20, and he may have been interfered with.
A fair chance, enough room to catch the football.
So on first down, Deuce Staley, his first carry is bottled up in the middle as Barry Minter steps in to make the first play for the Bears. Not very good this year, ranked 30th in the NFL, led by quarterback Doug Peterson, his first year as a starter. Up front, Trey Thomas, Doug Brzezinski, Steve Everett, Jeff Dellenbach, and Lonnie Polalay. In the backfield, Staley and Martin, Torrance Small and Charles Johnson, the receivers, and the tight end, a rookie, Jed Weaver. 2nd down and 10. 2 tight ends in the game as the flag is down as Staley tries the left side to no avail. Jim Flanagan in on that tackle along with Sean Harris. In the NFL, a good group up front, rookie Russell Davis, Wells and Flanagan. We've already introduced them. And then Brian Robinson at the right end. Minter, Harris, and McDonald, the linebackers. Carter and Walt Harris at the corners. Hudson and Parrish, an active group at the safeties. 3rd down and 9. They'll hand it again to Deuce Staley. Staley is hit by Walt Harris, and he'll be short of the first down. In fact, they say the ball's out. And that's Terry Cousin who has the football, and he's going down the sidelines. He's in the end zone, and I don't see an official doing anything. Now they blow the whistles up near the 46-yard line. 12th fumble recovery of the year for the Bears. They lead the NFL as Enos takes it on first down, cuts back, and gets 3 yards. Brought down by Mike Mamula.
Natural body lean, the kind that tacklers hate because he can hurt you.
The Bears spread it out on 2nd and 8, 5 wide receivers. This is complete to Ingram. McNown to Ingram. 9 yards and a first down.
Remember, Cade McNown is a left-hander.
Enos on first down. Finds a little room off the right side. Troy Vincent there for the stop.
Down by Trotter.
Here on 2nd down and 7. Changing the play. Enos up to the 30-yard line. It's Curtis Enos, the leading ground gainer for the Bears. Cameron, that he tried to drive home is, hey, I can do more than run the football.
That's right, and he was really upset last year when people said, well, Curtis Enos doesn't block well. He doesn't pick up blitz as well. He said, it really irked me. And the guy lost from 255 pounds to 225 pounds. And you would think that that would leave him short in the blocking. No, he's come back and actually been a better blocker this year than he was all last year.
And with his fitness fitting very well into this offense as they spread it out again. McNown alone in the backfield, throws it out to Ingram. Ingram gets another first down. William Thomas drags him down, but they pick up 8 yards, and there is a flag down. 3rd down and 10. McNown with Enos in the backfield in the shotgun. With time, throws to the corner for Ingram. Comes back and makes the grab. First down, Bears. A gain of 14. He beat Bobby Taylor.
Bobby Taylor and Ingram, because of Ingram's ability just to get open.
Marcus Robinson makes this grab. It's the 4th completion of the day for McNown. The first 3.
They're about there. They're about there. They got there at 16 that time.
Glenn Milbert in the backfield as Enos is out on this play. McNown, here's what he does. Scrambles, but not this time. Hollis Thomas with the sack for the Bears. 3rd down and 7. McNown throws it inside to Dwayne Bates. Bates.
Another flag.
First down, but there's a flag down. First catch of the career for Dwayne Bates, their number 3 pick out of Northwestern. McNown scrambles to his left. He's a lefty. Throws it in the end zone. He's got Ingram open, but it knows. It's actually Macy Brooks who is open up this week to replace the injured Jeff Jagger. Try his first field goal as a Bear from 46 yards. And that is good. Most in the NFL. They picked Bonio up this week, and he pays early dividends as Sauerbrunn shanks this kickoff, and it's picked up on the sideline by Luther Broughton. Peterson with time going down the sidelines. Batted up in the air, and it's picked off. This is Tony Parrish. Parrish. There's a flag down on the play. Parrish all the way up to the 26-yard line. It was intended for Charles Johnson. Batted up in the air, intercepted by Parrish.
Late.
4 penalties for 45 yards already against the Bears. Staley, no gain out to the left side. Those Minnesota Vikings right now, 2 and 3. No one expected that. 2nd down and 10. Peterson trying to set up the screen. Covered well. Now he throws it downfield for Deuce Staley. There's a flag down.
I don't see where he intentionally went after the quarterback.
2nd and forever. Torrance Small makes the catch. The Bears rally to stop him at the 41-yard line. Trying to get it going here in Philadelphia. 3rd down and long. Peterson with a pump fake. He's going deep to Dietrich Gels. Gels has it. 10-5 touchdown. Philadelphia. No flags on this one. A 57. Curtis Enos in the backfield with McNown out of the shotgun. And Enos will run a trap up the middle. Pick up maybe 3 yards. Brought down by Steve Martin.
Tackled by Martin.
He's a game that's got to be all him, and he's got to make them.
Throws it out wide, and it's caught and down immediately. That's Edgar Bennett.
I think they're going to start to do more stuff to him. But right now what they're doing is giving him enough problems.
3rd and 4. The Bears just 1 of 4 on 3rd down. This will be complete to Allred for a first down.
Playing it close to the vest right now with the young kid. Kane checking off.
And checks into the shotgun. 4 wide receivers. McNown has it, and it's batted at the line of scrimmage.
They're saying, forget it, he's not going to get open, go to my next guy.
Mark Wheeler batted that last pass down, brings up a 2nd down and 10 for the Bears. McNown takes off and runs, and he's got a lot of room, slides up to the 45-yard line. He gets jumped on by Jeremiah Trotter, and there's laundry all over the place. Bears on the move. Now the quick to Ingram. Ingram up to the 24-yard line, a gain of 5. Troy Vincent.
This is called the quarterback in trouble trying to throw the ball downfield.
Yeah, at some point, though, he's going to have to throw it downfield.
That's what I mean by having to make those 4 or 5 plays a game.
Enos strung outside. No gain on the play. Bobby Taylor finishes it off.
You're in the red area. This is where you'd want to pressure him.
Down, throws it out. Caught by his tight end. John Allred with his first grab. He's a couple yards shy of the first down. Bonio. 2 for 2 now. Answering the 15-yarder on Trotter as Todd Sauerbrunn kicks this. Alan Rossum from his 3. Hits the seam, almost gets through it up to the 29, a 27-yard return as Keith Burns makes the special teams play, and the Eagles go. The Eagles.
We're not kicker hating.
No, wouldn't do that. Peterson going downfield again, looking for Small, overthrown, coverage by Walt Harris.
But I think getting the ball downfield is key.
Second and 10. Peterson tries to get it downfield. Torrance Small with the catch and a first down. He's like a coach on the field with this offense. There's Deuce Staley. Looks for room and finds it up near midfield, across midfield. A gain of 10 on the play. Barry Minter finally tackles the fired up Deuce. Second down. And less than one. Peterson goes to the air to Gels. Gels with a touchdown catch earlier gets a first down, a gain of 12.
They can run it better.
This is Torrance Small in the backfield, takes the toss and throws it downfield. Oh, almost picked off. Chris Hudson, the free safety, was back there.
Letdown game for them coming after San Francisco. But they're playing. They've got it going on.
Staley on the draw. Keeps struggling and gets 6 yards, man, 2 and 8. One of the tacklers, and it's going, and they've carried it over into this game. 3rd and 5. Peterson, 3-step drop, throws the slant to Small, first down. He beat Tom Carter.
Stand tall.
8th play of this drive for the Eagles. Peterson on play action, hits it up the middle to Charles Johnson. Johnson inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Peterson throws it inside to Johnson. Johnson brought down by Sean Harris of the drive. 2nd and goal. Peterson, play action. Looking into the end zone, touchdown. Luther Broughton. Now, as Norm Johnson comes on to try and make it 17-6 Philadelphia. And he does. Akers to Milburn. Milburn up at the 11. Catches it on the hop and gets up to the 24 before he stumbles. Only a 14-yard return. Back into this, trailing by 11 here in the second quarter. 5:15 left. This will be Curtis Enos. Enos, his biggest run of the day, picks up 12. Brought down by Tim Houck.
Gary Croton, the offensive coordinator for the Bears, can't panic right now. You're down 17-6. You've got a young quarterback in the game.
1st and 10. Enos, following the block of John Allred, picks up a couple of yards. Mark Wheeler makes the tackle, and you're right, another flag on the play.
Titan formation that they talked about in the pregame. Two wide receivers to one side.
1st and 20. Enos on the draw. And he runs into Hollis Thomas and James Darling and Jeremiah Trotter. Let's meet at Enos. 2nd and 18. McNown with 4 wide receivers in. Throwing out, and it's picked off. Troy Vincent. Clear path to the end zone. He's got to beat the big cat, and he doesn't. Chicago leading 17-6.
McNabb's in the game.
Donovan McNabb on the option. Deuce Staley takes the pitch. Looked like he wanted to pitch it back. And Barry Minter finally makes the tackle as Donovan McNabb, who is well known here in Chicago, went to Mount Carmel High School. They told us, Andy Reid said, hey, we've got some wrinkles for McNabb. We're going to get him in there.
He just looked at us and gave us that little smile. We've got some things. I almost got my mix screwed up. And then you throw a little kick block.
Turned into a Mick disaster as Peterson's back in now. Things return to normal, and that's batted down by Flanagan. Now, just inside the 10. Bears bring the heat. Peterson throwing to the corner of the end zone, looking for Charles Johnson, incomplete. And this is good. The Eagles heat up. Milburn and Bennett back to receive. Short kick. Milburn from the 13. Milburn breaks the tackle, gets up past the 40 to the 43-yard line as Eric Bieniemy makes the tackle after a 31-yard return. Hands it to Enos. Enos up to midfield. Brought down by Darling after a gain of 8. Bears with all their timeouts remaining. 2nd and short. Enos powers his way for the first down. Brought down by Mike Mamula, but that is our 2-minute warning. The Philadelphia Eagles. 1st and 10 from the 46. Enos takes it off the left side, gains 1 yard. William Thomas there with the hit. Minute and 40 left in the first half. The Bears with 3 timeouts remaining, running that 2-minute offense. McNown with time now releases downfield, incomplete, looking for Bobby Ingram.
Zone.
McNown looking over the middle. He's got his tight end, Ryan Wetnight. His second grab. Good for 13 yards and a first down. First and 10 from the Philadelphia 30. McNown from the gun. Guns this one towards the end zone, and this is intercepted. Damon Moore, the rookie, with his first pick of his career. Intended for Marcus Robinson, underthrown, and second interception on the day for the Eagles. They lead the NFL with 13 as Nate Brown comes up with the reception. Tony Perry. First and 10. Peterson throws a slant behind Torrance. Small, incomplete.
Backs and force mistakes.
They've already matched their number of takeaways, 17 here in the 6th game, and there's a flag down.
Human nature, you're out there fighting.
Peterson on second and 15 throws the out. There was contact, and there is a flag down now.
It's a late
Brown. Third and 15. Bears fake the blitz. They dump it out to Deuce Staley. Staley picks up the first down up near the 40-yard line. Forced out by Barry Minner.
The back run. That's an extended handoff.
First and 10. They run the screens.
Middle screen. Great
Staley
call.
with room in the middle. Breaks another tackle. Cuts back. All the way down to the 26-yard line before he's brought down by a hustling Jim Flanagan. First and 10. Peterson with pressure on him. Scrambles out. Flanagan hits him as he lets it go. Incomplete. Bears bring 5, and they'll sack him.
Ball's out.
And there's a fumble, and it's picked up. This is Keith Burns. Excuse me, Warwick Holdman. Warwick Holdman, the rookie. Brings it back all the way to the 25-yard line of the Eagles with 19 seconds left.
The Eagles had the big pass play for the touchdown, but whenever they've gotten the red zone, they've had to settle for field goals. They came into this game with problems there. Flanagan down inside. Hey, that's Clyde Simmons. Remember him? If you're an Eagles fan, you do. He's part of the problem for Doug Peterson.
That was Flanagan who ripped it out. Warwick Holdman picks it up. Look at Flanagan rip that ball out.
And that's another close one. I don't know if the knee was down or not.
Well, under 2 minutes, it would have to be reviewed by the replay official. He does not do it. So McNown. He scrambles down, throws it towards the end zone, just overthrows Ingram. McNown. His last chance to throw it into the end zone. He'll tuck it under and run. Slides up at the 15-yard line. And they need a timeout, and they do. They get that timeout. This from 33 yards. Sauerbrunn with the hold.
Yikes. No.
That is no good. Wide right. They had the lead. Bowman just doesn't get the leg through it enough. I mean, this is as close as it gets, though. Just a bit outside. Could have been short, too. He didn't get a lot of leg into that.
Yeah, he did for some reason, and we saw him make a longer one earlier. I don't know. He might have thought about that one too much.
All right, we will be back in a moment as it is halftime here at Soldier Field. Philadelphia Eagles over the Bears, 20-6.
Just $12.99, plus your choice of season.
You see, the big thing is the Eagles' passing yardage. Doug Peterson has been outstanding, having a career day.
And what Doug Peterson and the Eagles offense has to do right now is not come out and get conservative. They've got to stay and do what they've been doing, pick their points and take their shots downfield. That's been the difference.
And the return comes out to the 34-yard line by Allen Rossum. And
point in the first half. What happened, and how can you get things squared away in the second half?
Well, we just didn't execute. You know, we've said it all year. The team that executes usually wins the game. And so far, we haven't executed very well, I don't think, on either side of the ball. You got to give credit to them. They've played a good game. They've executed their offense. Now, we got to come out. We got to take advantage of any field position we get. We got to put points up on the board. You know, it's still just a 2-score game, so we'll get back into the thing.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dan. Deuce Staley breaks this one out all the way to the bench.
What's gone on in the first half? or break the mold of what's going on. In that case, the Eagles want to reestablish, hey, we're dominating, we're going to continue to dominate.
That run was the longest of the season by Deuce Staley. 26 yards. He follows it up with a 2-yarder. Tony.
The ball down the field. Go vertical.
Peterson. Incomplete. Looking for Torrance Small. Flags out as Tom comes out in this second half. In their first drive, they're moving the football. Peterson changes the play. To a pass. He goes, throws the out and misses Charles Johnson.
Man coverage everywhere else, especially on the field.
2nd and 10. Peterson sends 4 receivers down the field. Tries to hit Staley on the middle screen.
He's got a lot of inexperience around him.
They try to slant against a Small. Broken up by Tom Carter. And try the 51-yard field goal with Norm Johnson. Sean Landetta comes out with his first punt of the day. Hangs a high one inside the 10. Actually at the 15, caught by Glenn Milburn. 9 of 18 on the day is McNown, and he'll hand this one off to Curtis Enos. Enos finds a little bit of a crack. He'll pick up 4 yards. Brought down by Tim Houck. But the first half.
Problems with just making some decisions, and that's something that's going to happen to a young quarterback. There, he didn't call the timeout.
Bootleg going downfield. He's got a man open, and this is caught. And Marcus Robinson is going to score a touchdown for the Bears. 80 yards. Rob Pitts, you said throw it deep, and they did.
Well, they hadn't given him a shot all game long. And I know they were a little bit timid at some of the things that had happened. That's what we said at halftime. He'd only thrown 14 yards. That was his deepest ball.
Well, he threw 180 there. 80 yards out the gate. Caden McNown, his first touchdown pass in the NFL. Chris Bonial come on and add the emphasis. Bonial is good, and it is now 13 as Cade McNown unleashes that long gun to Marcus Robinson. Career touchdown pass, an 80-yarder to Marcus Robinson, the longest reception of his career, his second touchdown in the last 2 weeks, and it is now 20-13. And Sauerbrunn picks this to Rossum. Rossum from the 1. He's got a big hole if he can get to it, and he did. There goes Rossum. Cuts back up to the 43-yard line, brought down finally by Terry Cousin.
Play. Make the tackle.
Peterson on 1st and 10, throws it outside to Cecil Martin. The fullback with his first catch. Kari Samuel. 2nd and 10, and Peterson throws that slant again to Charles Johnson. Johnson stopped by Parrish just shy of a first down.
To the other big gun, Randy Moss.
3rd down and 1. Peterson rolls to his right. Throws it to his tight end Broughton, but it's dropped. Season. Staley behind Martin in the backfield. He'll try to hammer it up.
He got it.
Second effort.
Great
he got it.
Second effort by Deuce Staley. Oh, they on ice.
So on first, Torrance Small with the reception. Leading receiver in the game with 6 grabs, replaced by Dietrich Gels on 2nd and 5. Deuce brought down by Mike Wells. No gain.
No, the call.
Find the penalty, and Landetta will have a short field to work with on this punt. Hangs it high. And it backs up inside the 5-yard line at the 3-yard line.
Bears get the ball at the spot of the kick, and they're trying to play field position on a young quarterback right now.
Curtis Enos trying to get some better field position, and he does up to the 15. Ryan Dawkins with the tackle. And, going back to that,
this is 20 to
by Curtis Enos as Wet Knight goes in motion. Play
There's
action.
a tight end.
Wide open is Alonzo Mays, and Mays picks up another Bears first down up to the 30-yard line where Bobby Taylor and Tim Houck run him out. A gain of 16.
They didn't do a lot of trying to get him out of the pocket in the first half. I thought that would be bigger in Gary Croton's offense. And now they're doing that. Roll him out. He's a left-hander. How many times have you seen the 49ers roll Steve Young out? the bootleg. That's where they work best. Now he's got the option of not only running the ball, but he can see better. Remember, McNown is not a real big guy, 6 foot, if that.
Enos fumbles the handoff, gets it back, and he'll lose one on the play. The 1 second and 11. McNown.
There is that play action.
Play action. Throws it late over the middle, incomplete. There's a flag down looking for Ingram. So with the penalty, first down and 10, the Bears from their own 35. Wet Knight in motion. This is Curtis Enos. Enos picks up 2. Brought down by Hollis Thomas and Greg Jefferson.
That's a tough play to run when you're trying to run it from 2 tight ends. Deep threat in the game. And that makes the defense play different.
Another bootleg as Edgar Bennett is open. And he makes the reception up past midfield. Brought down by William Thomas, but he picks up 14 more and another Bears first down.
I believe him. I think our team would believe him.
Troy Vincent out. Al Harris replaces him at the corner as McNown throws it up and out of bounds, looking for Marcus Robinson.
Best man-to-man, pure man-to-man cover guy.
As according to Jimmy Johnson, the defensive coordinator. McNown with time. Throws it outside to Ingram. Ingram with the catch in traffic to pick up 5. Al Harris there.
He loves the Kingsville guys.
3rd down and 5. McNown out of the shotgun. Fires low and away looking for Bobby Ingram.
Wagon.
Sauerbrunn on to punt. His first punt since he hurt his shoulder in that first half, trying to make a play on a kickoff. Puts this one into the end zone. Frankie Smith tried to down it. Samuel. 1st and 10, Peterson. Tries to throw it. It comes out of his hand. It looked like 2nd down and 10. Dump it out to Deuce Staley. Staley gets hit by Samuel, and he'll go down after a gain of 5. Walt Harris in on that tackle as well. Bears come with the blitz. Staley. 3 Bears over there to run him out of bounds. Walt Harris and Terry Cousin. On for his 3rd punt. All coming here in the 3rd quarter. High kick, fair catch, made by Milburn at the 43-yard line. Haven't getting it done. Excuse me, 0-6 here, 0-8 at Wrigley. It doesn't matter as Enos takes it up past the 50. A pickup of 7 on first down. William Thomas runs him down.
Curtis Enos was so happy about being a part of this offense this year. And he said the thing that really got me fired up was that they came in and Gary Croton, the offensive coordinator, said, I am going to be the guy. And they made me the guy. Last year, it was like, well, let's see how he does, and we'll put him in, and let's watch him. He said, they told me I was the guy. That got me fired up. He stayed around the offseason, worked out, got the camaraderie going.
And here comes the reverse, but McNown doesn't get handed off because there was pressure coming immediately from Steve Martin and Brian Dawkins.
Yeah.
Brings up 3rd down and 8. McNown delivers outside to Robinson. Robinson drops the ball after the hit from Bobby Taylor.
To the game, but they don't want to do anything to get the quarterback in trouble, get the team in trouble. Want to keep McNown's nose as clean as possible for as long as possible. Take a look at Sauerbrunn's hang time as he hangs it up to Rossum at the 14. Rossum has room on the outside before he is run out of bounds by Barry Minter. Make it 15 carries as he finds a seam on the right side, picks his way for 7 on first down. 2nd and 3. Staley. Bottled up. He'll get maybe 2 as Jim Flanagan. Fullback Martin. I don't know if he got it. Kari Samuel there with a hit this time, and he keeps his legs driving. You said the key word, driving, keeps going. Punch it to Milburn, who stands at his 20. High, short kick. Milburn, this ball actually hit an eagle, and now it's picked up by Barry Gardner, and Gardner takes it in the end zone. Tell the special teams coach, why don't you go find the ball? So it's 1st and 10 Bears from their own 38. Curtis Enos picks up 1. Steve Martin there for the stop. 13. 2nd and 9 go to Bears. Curtis Enos following his blockers. He'll pick up 3 yards, and right now let's go to the Fox Network Center and I'll get better.
Third down and 4.
Remember, the first step in recovery is admitting you have a problem.
Right. McNown hits Ingram. Wide open in Eagles territory inside the 40. James Darling runs him down, but not until they pick up 18 yards and move the chains again.
Is McNown's guy today, whether he likes it or whether he will admit it or not. That's his go-to guy.
McNown on the bootleg.
There's a tight end. Why didn't he throw it?
Decides to tuck it under, and he'll gain 1 yard.
I don't get that. When he first came out, he had him.
Brings up 2nd and 7. Enos on the counter. Picks his way. Ooh. Keeps the feet going up to the 31-yard line before James Darling knocks him down again, but a good, tough inside run from Curtis Enos.
Curtis said, this is going to be one of those games where I'll step up, they'll step up, we'll go helmet to helmet.
Checking the oil.
Yeah, check the oil, and whoever gets their oil change after the game, well, that'll be the winner or the loser. I think
Ran over Tim Houck.
Tim Houck got his oil changed on that one.
Definitely had it checked anyway. Third down and 3 now. Curtis Enos, 18 carries, 69 yards. The Bears, 4 of 10 on third. Allred in motion. Bootleg going the other way this time.
What a play.
And McNown gets run down by Greg Jefferson. 10 from their own 15-yard line. Play action, pump fake. They just throw this one away. Looking for Torrance Small.
I don't know if that's from the game or just from the way the season's gone.
Cecil Martin catches this one, but goes nowhere. Rico McDonald makes that play, but you're right. A lot of these big names have been lost to convert a third down in the second half. And they don't get this one either. Peterson looking for Small. A great play from Walt Harris.
Ball, he could make the tackle. That's a veteran form.
Jim Flanagan had pressure on that as Landetta will kick it to Milburn. Line drive kick, a return of the ball. Milburn straight up the gut into Eagle territory to the 44-yard line. Eagle territory, 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line. McNown changing his play at the line. Hands off to Curtis Enos. Enos with a seam outside. Up to the 35-yard line, a gain of 8 on the play. Brian Dawkins runs him out. Tonight, it's the pivot field. 2 more downs to make 1 yard. Throws the quick out to Robinson. Robinson almost breaks an Al Harris tackle, but he does get enough for a first down as Al Harris still in this game. Curtis Enos bowling his way for 2 yards up the middle. James Darling in on the bottom of that pile.
What did Curtis Enos say? He played a little linebacker as a freshman at Penn State.
Yeah, and he thought that really helped him. You know, and I asked him, well, what made you go over to the dark side? And he said it was just a matter that they needed him at running back, and he had an opportunity there. It was nothing, earth-shattering. But he plays like a linebacker.
He said, well, the money is a little bit better.
Yeah, he did say that,
when you get up in this league.
He did mention that.
He plays running back with a linebacker's mentality.
2nd and 8. Enos swished his way for 4 more yards.
And then he changed that number. Bear fans remember him as 39 last year, which I always thought was kind of ugly anyway. But
yeah.
44. I said, what was the reason for 44? He said, well, that's my favorite guy. Ernest Biner.
Ernest Biner. Said he wanted a fresh start. 39 had kind of run itself out, and then he always admired Ernest Biner because he was an all-around back. He did all the dirty work, the blocking, the receiving, and the running on top of that, and he felt that's the kind of guy he wanted to be.
And plus, to get rid of those memories of the bad year, the knee injury and not playing as much as he wanted.
Enos, he'll lose yardage on this one as Darling, who has been all over the field.
Another chance. We need points at this moment.
The hold and the kick. Is it long enough? Yes, it is. Bear gets whacked in the throat by Nate Brown.
Nate Brown may not see any more time ever with the Eagles.
Rossum. He's busted outside.
Go.
And Rossum with another big return.
But things didn't work out. Went to Cleveland's training camp. Got cut there. Ends up here.
Deuce Staley. Mark here to go. Eagles 20-16 over the Bears. 2nd and 5. And Deuce Staley runs into Mike Wells and goes backwards. Bears show blitz. Peterson on the slant, intended for Charles Johnson.
He missed it.
Down and low. So Sean Landeta out for his 6th punt of the day. Glenn Milburn stands back at his 10. High snap. High punt. Milburn with a fair catch signal. This bounces backwards. Hits up near the 16-yard line.
See if he can do it.
See if Curtis Enos can do it, and he can on this down. William Thomas stops him after a short gain of 2. Mark Wheeler also in on that pile. I'm going to quibble over a yard with you, probably.
Excuse me.
All right. If I can't play with a telestrator, you can't.
He's got Robinson.
Looking for Marcus Robinson. He's got it. What a grab all the way down to the 37. A 51-yard hookup. McNown to Robinson again. He beat Al Harris this time.
Everything working to his left.
There's a flag.
Working on Harris. I don't think Harris believes he's going to go on him. Watch the separation right there. Robinson using that arm to push off just a bit to get a yard. Ooh, I don't think he caught the ball, and that's what Al Harris was talking about. Now, the ground can't cause a fumble, but he has to have it possessed right there, and I don't know if he did.
Doesn't matter now as the next snap has come.
Very
it's not
smart.
reviewable anymore. And talk to Dick Duran about that. He says, yeah, we'll try on a 9 now.
That's a
Here
huge
comes the
play
blitz.
for them.
McDowell throws it out, and this one's too hot to handle. Looking for Dwayne Bates. 3rd down and 9. McDowell dumps it over the middle to Edgar Bennett. Bennett is stopped short. James Darling waiting for him. Gonna go for it. McDowell throws the slant, broken up. Looking for Marcus Robinson. Al Harris was there.
You get to get a flag on that. That's a good play.
Deuce Staley runs into Tony Parrott.
Right about me.
And I'm waiting for the check. 2nd and 2. Multiple shift from the Eagles. They get the ball to Staley, but he's hit in the backfield by Brian Robinson. The Bears use another timeout. And now it'll bring up a 3rd and 5. Receivers. Staley in the backfield.
Or a blitz.
Here comes that blitz. Tries the slant, almost picked off. Walt Harris had it, stepped in front of Gels, and should have had it. Went back to the well one too many times. It brings Landeta out to punt it to Milburn. Line drive kick, Milburn from his 22.
Uh-oh, he's got it.
Milburn. If he gets a corner, it's going to be a foot race. He's working on Landeta. There's a flag down.
Great position.
Milburn forced out at the 50. There's a flag down at the 24-yard line. They need a touchdown.
This is 86 yards. Want to count that right?
Very good.
Thank you.
You a gold star. 1st down and 10. Now with the blitz, avoids the rush, stays alive, and now he will be wrapped up and sacked by William Thomas.
Quarterback's head, and that's what you want to do as a defense.
McNown going deep, looking for Robinson, and he bobbles the football, and he'll probably be called for interference.
If they call anybody, it seems like they're going to call Robinson for pushing up. I've seen worse.
So it's 3rd and 12. Here comes the blitz. Rossum off the corner. McNown overthrows Ingram behind the blitz. 4th down. Rossum back at the Eagles 46 to return. Short
That's a tricky
kick.
punt there. That was smart for Rossum to leave that alone. The way that ball was coming down.
The clock's rolling, and it'll be over.
No, it's a warning. Don't be stupid.
2nd and 9. Lewis Atlanta game. Bears have no timeouts left. They need a stop here, but Deuce Staley is going to end this one with a big run, and he stays inbound. The Bears have no timeouts left. That's you joining our broadcast. Deuce Staley just iced this for the Philadelphia Eagles. Went over 100 yards on the day.
And Cade McNown, they laid back. They made him try to make some decisions. They took away his right side. Later on, the Bears got him out of the pocket in the second half, which I thought was key. Got him on the bootlegs and the rollout. But remember, Cade McNown saw a lot of things this game that he never has seen before. And even taking some snaps coming in series during the season thus far, trading off with Matthews, you still don't see the whole lot. He saw the whole gambit today, and he's going to be a better quarterback for it.
And that Philadelphia offense really came on strong, picking it up from where they left off last week against the Dallas Cowboys. They kept it going here today in Chicago. Dietrich Gels with that touchdown pass reception. Luther Broughton with that one, as Doug Peterson had a career day in the first half. He set a career record with pass yardage, and it was all Peterson. And then they hung on at the end, did the Eagles, to get the job done, and they did it with Deuce Staley on the ground to pull this one out. So the Chicago Bears fall now to 3-3. The Eagles have won 2 in a row. They raise their record to 2-4. So this is Ray Bentley for Ron Pitts and Dan Jiggett saying so long from Chicago, where the final score